Now it told me that I need to turn off everything before I start the car. I need to have my live going. So I'll double check just to make sure that on my live, you guys have the opportunity to hear me this time before I start to talk, because I don't know why it's muting at this point and I'm over it by now. So welcome to Life with Paulette. We are getting ready to go on a nice little offer ride that we received just now, Walmart Spark. If you guys are just coming in and you can hear me, please let me know, because I'm about to crank up this crazy car and it tends to. You can hear me now. Yay! Now I'm gonna crank it up. Let's see. Let's just see. I have to do my own little testing, guys, because honestly, I don't know what's been going on with this car and all these different things. Okay, let me put in my earbuds. Aloha, guys. Aloha. Okay, there we are. So y'all can hear me now, which is good. If you can hear me, thumbs up. We're going on a Walmart Spark. It's a stack order, so it's a total of 12 items, and it's basically 12 items, guys. And on these 12 items, I have a total of 11 drops, and now it told me that. And on 11 drops, basically what that means is it's going to bring me back to my home of records. Y'all already know when I tell you all to do the little, that little 30 minutes increments when it comes to your Walmart Spark in order to get yourself in that nice little cycle. So welcome. Is know that I'm going to head for the next, I think it's about 20 minutes. 30 minutes. We're just going to talk about some shmoney, okay? So today the topic is going to be shmoney talk in regards to number one, DoorDash. So DoorDash starting from, give me 1 second, let me get my address in there so that way I can drive, stress about where I'm going. So on DoorDash, guys, I don't know if you guys have heard the new card, meaning like, let me see if I can pull mine out. Give me 1 second. I'm heading off there. So there's a crimson card. It looks like this. It looks like this. So this card, as you see, I haven't even used mine yet because I just have it just for have sake reasons. I don't normally mess with little card system that they do. I used to do the old version one, and guys, that was just too much. You couldn't get your money after a minute. They send it to you, but you had to wait so long for it. So DoorDash decided was going to start off with their own card system where whenever you do any type of deliveries on their app and you make your money, you could pass it you could pass it on to your Crimson card and you could spend it like a normal Visa card. However, though, on the 22nd of January, I want you guys to know, all of you all that love to pull your money off daily and you like to do your spendings daily because you can't wait until Monday, I want you guys to know that starting January 22nd, which few days from now for January, Crimson Card is rolling out new functions. Okay, so first it was you could do your transactions and stuff for free. Everybody should have gotten an email in regards to that update. I would advise you guys to go ahead and check that email on the new updates that DoorDash is coming out with when it has a deal with the Crimson Card. You will start paying fees. So if you lose something, I mean, these apps is rushing you. They see that I'm like 40 minutes away and they're still telling me that I suggest you get to the place. Well, I'm going to the place, I'm going. So by the way, going back to DoorDash is having a new update when it comes to their Crimson Card. That's a card that I showed you at the beginning that everyone can request one card. You can sign up for it. It was free at the beginning. It should still be free. However, if you lose your card and you need to order a new card, if the little barcode stripped and you need a new card, all of that's going to be added fees for you now. So be very mindful when it comes to that. Advice to you guys that do have a card, I like to keep mine in a little pouch to make sure that I'm protecting the barcode on it, so that way it don't get damaged, because sometimes if you put your keys too close to it, it will strip it a little bit and then you can't use it on the machine and stuff like that. So be very mindful, guys, with your Crimson card. Take care of it, because if you have to order a new card, and this is for those that like to do their daily spendings, you will have to pay a fee for it. If you do your transaction starting January 22nd, you will have to turn around and pay a fee, about $2 to $3. I'm not sure, because I don't use it. As y'all seen at the beginning, my card still has the little sticker information on it, just because I decided, since the last one that they brought out and we got rid of, and now the Crimson card is in, I decided I'm not going to put my money up in nobody's hand that's going to take a few minutes or days or months for them to send it, reimburse me. Okay, I want my money deposited directly on my account on DoorDash every Monday, and they don't fail. The check don't bounce, guys. Okay, but if you do have a Crimson card and you're legitly using that bad boy, I just want you to know that all those free fees that you used to have will no longer exist starting from the 22nd of January. So I advise you to go on your DoorDash app and look for all the updates. Google it, figure it out, ask, whoever you feel, or look into your emails so that you can be able to get more information in regards to the usage of the new update on your Crimson card. Now, if you definitely are somebody that will ask the question, what is better? Should I get a Crimson card, or should I just have direct deposit? I'm always down for a direct deposit, because one thing on the Crimson card, which is DoorDash's little card that they give you, is like a debit card that you can use around your area. If you decide that you no longer want to use that card and you basically have money on it, some people put their money savings. They give you different options that you could put up side money. You could send it to your bank account. You could spend on it as the money is added, you could spend on it. So it gives you different functions when it comes to the Crimson debit card that DoorDash offer. However, though, if by chance you decide, you know what, I no longer want to use the Crimson card, I'm just going to go and get my direct deposit, which you can do. The issue sometimes is they're going to charge you a fee now to mail out your check. So I'll advise you, if you do have money stored on your Crimson card, because I know many people on DoorDash, they have their different technique when it comes to their finances. If you are saving money over there because you feel like, hey, I can save it over here and hide it away from this and this and that, I just want you guys to know that when you request for them to close the account out, or request for them to send you your money, they will charge you a fee starting now on the 22nd of January too. So just be mindful. I'd advise, if you have to go to that, just go ahead and spend all the money off of it and leave it at zero, and then you could either zero it out or cancel the account. You'll be good to go as well. Alrighty, now going back to DoorDash as well. As you all, I always tell you guys that when the season is high, I'll advise you guys always to go ahead and take advantage of the market. During the holidays, starting from the first week of November all the way through December, I told you guys the market, the wave was going to be high. And I also want you guys to be prepared for when the big drop comes, because just like how the wave go up, the wave have to come back down and crash into the waters, right? So I want to make sure that you all are prepared for that. How do you get prepared for that, you may be asking, Paulette? Well, I'll advise you guys to register on different apps. Make sure that you have a variety of apps in your little back pocket, so that when the market decide to go back down, or best say the wave, because I'm in Hawaii, so we like to ride the wave and we be surfing, okay? When the waves go down, you will have a variety of apps that you can go ahead and still achieve your daily goals without having any stress going on within your little brains. Because I know people get stressed like, oh my gosh, it's saturated. Oh, it's oversaturated. Well, if you feel the market is oversaturated, my advice to you is just go ahead, guys, and turn on a different app. Today, surprisingly, the market just decided to dip. Today was one of those days the market was like down, and you would say, well, holiday is right around the corner. New Year's is coming. People are still shopping, but people didn't shop much today. Because you know what I end up doing? I had to use 3 apps in order to bridge my gap. 3. I ended up with Lyft. It was like all the 3 apps I had open, and nobody weren't sending me any offers. I was like, what's going on? It's because everybody already started. I told you guys, everybody's going to start working and turning on their apps, because now they got to create that income in order for them, listen to this carefully, for them to recover what they spent during the holiday. So be mindful that you're not just on one app. Because if you are just one app, depending on just one app in order for you to make it from point A to point B starting January, I just want to tell you all, wishful thinking. Okay, wishful thinking. Hi, Sister A. Brown. I'm so finally. So there's another trick. So trick number 2, they told me, Sister A. Brown, that when I Googled that I needed to don't start the car yet. This is to don't start the car yet, to turn around and basically you know, start my live before I start the car. And that's what was working for me at the point in time. You know, I started the live and then I started the car, and voila, the voice is not muted on the Google phone. Last time they told me turn off the Bluetooth. Well, I turned off the Bluetooth earlier and it didn't function either. It was like still, you told me it was muted. So I'm glad that starting the live first and then going into the car, started the car, that part works. So I think we're getting somewhere. Otherwise, guys, I am struggling right now. Okay, I can't figure out what's going on with the car, why the car and the phone don't like each other, why they're fighting back and forth. I'm still trying to figure it out, guys. I don't know the whole spill of it, but it's a little stressful. Okay, as soon as I get it down packed, y'all know I don't give up. So I'm going to keep coming and trying to figure out a little tweak here, a little tweak there. I just tweaked by not turning the car on and starting the video first, then added in my headphones, so that looked like it worked. So if you're just coming in here, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to Life with Paulette, go ahead and just subscribe to Life with Paulette and come back. Today we're talking about Shmoney Talks, and Shmoney Talks is all about the gig economy. Some days I come on and I give you guys, you know, right on daily situations that I go through, and how I update, and how I update, and basically how I basically, you know, just what is this? How I update, and then how I overcome certain scenarios when it comes to you know, the gig economy. Sometimes you have tough customers and you just need to talk to somebody. Like a few days ago, I had a tough customer that was trying to be a little trifling with me, and I just had to deal with them accordingly, you know, still respectfully, you know. And sometimes you have people like I deliver on Walmart Spark to a customer, and he's an older gentleman and stuff like that, and just having to get by people's personality and learning to deal with people from their perspective, and you staying sane at the same time. Sometimes you have to grow to that, you know. Yeah, Sister A. Brown, yeah, I caught it. I was, you know, when you're driving, sometimes that's why I love to have when you guys come in and help me out in the chats, because I don't know what he was trying to promote, you know, heathen. Whatever he was trying to say, I don't know him or she, but we don't believe in that abomination up in here. So go somewhere else with that. All righty. You see how the devil keep trying, the devil working overtime right now, but God work harder, okay? So at the end of the day, we booted him out, and that was that. So take that now, you little thing. Flash. What was his name? Fish? I think his name was Fish too much. You fish too much. You little fishy self. Little fishy self. Okay, little dirty fish. Oh boy. But anyhow, guys, like I was mentioning, so by the way, if you're just coming in and you're hearing us going back and forth, is somebody came in here called Fish Too Much, a little fishy, talking about trying to promote, the things that he practice. All right. And we ain't doing that in here. Not up in here. Okay. Find somebody else. Not up in here. But anyway, guys, going back to the gig economy right now, today was one of those days where the market was just stagnant. It was like somebody didn't suck the air out of it. And this is when you have to activate your 2 different apps. Okay, so I did not turn DoorDash on today because DoorDash and me right now, even though I qualify for platinum ship, DoorDash and me is definitely not, was not part of the game today. I didn't play with DoorDash today. I played with Lyft. I played with Walmart Spark, and I even turned on Grubhub. Grubhub even gave me 1. Now, Grubhub is not going to give you multiples, okay? And if they do give me multiples, I had the first one, which was $15. It was okay. I said, okay, let's get started, because DoorDash wasn't sending me nothing. It was like everybody and their grandmother was on today. And then I said, let me turn on Grubhub. So I turned Grubhub on. I got a $15 food delivery. I was like, okay, I could do that. And then right before that one completed, they sent me another one, which was $20, but that was to go all the way downtown Honolulu. Now, if you live in Hawaii and you're all the way in Kapolei and you get a Grubhub for $20 to take you all the way down Honolulu. Now, I fault myself for that one, because I shouldn't have taken it. I should have. Not all money is good money, okay? And when I say that, I don't mean like illegal money. I just mean that it was not worth it. Traffic was good though. However, though, the time that it took me to go all the way, Grubhub will send you to these areas that you don't even hardly have parking. So I end up going on Grubhub to the $20 food delivery. Looked like it was in a hotel. It was a sky-rise building. I couldn't find parking around the hotel. I would have had to park my car on the street, put myself in harm's way to get a ticket. And sometimes when you weigh all of that extra stress, it's not worth it. So the $20, I lost the $20. I called in customer service. I was like, listen to me. You all didn't put no information in my description box. You just told me it was at this restaurant, but you didn't say it's a high-rise building inside of a hotel, and I need to park and go inside. The only parking they had available was paid parking. Well, I'm paying no parking for Grubhub to go inside of no building in order for them to give me a $20 stuff. The stress that I went through going around that building 3 times just to park and couldn't park, I called and say cancel it. I called Grubhub. I said, listen to me, y'all ain't paying nobody enough to eliminate their brain cells so easily before noon. I said, can you please remove this order from me? And they were like, no, you can remove it. You go ahead and you remove it. I was like, yeah. I said, by the way, don't be sending us all around the place just because you want to be or show yourself as. No, this time I was a little irritated with Grubhub. So I did had a lot to say to them, because what they're doing is they want to come across as the mighty, but then yet they're not giving us the information. They're not giving us the information. Mainly, even DoorDash does better than that, because DoorDash can tell you you're going to go into the mall. They give you the little description. It's inside the mall. You have to walk. Okay, so you're already aware of it and you know what you're doing. Or they should have given that order to somebody that works down there that's close in that area. Not pull me all the way out from Kapolei to go all the way downtown for somebody's food. Yeah, $20 looked enticing because it was better than what I was receiving early before 7 o'clock. But then after that, Lyft just was blessing me. Ooh, Lyft just said, I'm gonna kick in today. You left me for so long, Paulette. I'm gonna show you what I got to offer. And I was on Lyft until 12. And then I decided to go back on Walmart Spark because I resigned from Grubhub. Grubhub definitely ain't gonna see me until sometime next year when I don't have nothing else to do. When the market decide it's gonna give a little drought, I will go back on Grubhub. But right now, no. I resigned from Grubhub. I'm focusing in on my Lyft right now. Is not doing too bad, and my Walmart Spark gave me a nice little order on the way home, and I passing through, and I dropped that order off, and right now I'm on my third Walmart Spark. Okay, third Walmart Spark. And basically this one is 10 deliveries, and within these 10 deliveries, guys, is $90 for 10 deliveries, and they're all one item, so you can't go wrong with that for one item. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for today, and I also want to mention, when you're working on Walmart Spark, yes, those orders may be a little enticing, some of them, but be mindful, okay? Now, number one, this is an extra little bonus I'm going to give you. On Walmart Spark, you're going to encounter a variety of people. You're going to encounter people that is old, people that is young, people that is in between, people that is just, it's a whole variety of the ones that you're going to have to deal with. One thing I would advise you when you are dropping off groceries, do ever put yourself in a position where you're either back towards and the person in the back of you. Make sure that you have clear your space when you're dropping off their bags, nobody in the back of you, just for your safety reasons, okay? Because people are crazy these days. You'll be going in there thinking you're doing justice, and little Billy in the back while you trying to help grandpa, and he in the back and clock you side the head or something. So don't put yourself inside of nobody place in their garage. Some people be like, put it inside the trailer, put it in the back of the garage, put it in the front of the garage. Today I had one that told me, put it in the truck. I'm like, the house door is right here. Why are you telling me to pick up this dog food to put in the back of the truck? I said, oh no, I ain't doing it. But nobody weren't there. But sometimes you have people that will come out. Like I went to drop off to one lady and another lady, guys, and she just kept saying, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. I felt uncomfortable, and I'm looking at her like, ma'am, stop now. I will, you never know. You never know. Don't put yourself in positions where you feel uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable. She was old, but she could have been being kind, but sometimes you just got to be cautious. I know people are very kind. People say very nice things sometimes, but I got to protect me. So at the end of the day, she just kept like admiring me and like, oh my gosh. And I know that I'm very likable. I ain't gonna lie. And wherever I go, my people, they're gonna like me. But then I was a little uncomfortable. She repeated it too much. And then she was like, oh my gosh, you're so this, you're so that. And I'm like, oh my God, that's weird. I felt uncomfortable. But I handed her groceries and I left immediately. Always checking the back of you, making sure nobody in the back of you, making sure you're in an area where, nobody can't sneak up behind you to try to, put their hand over your face. You never know what people are up to, because they're going to put grandma up in the front door and you're feeling like you need to go the extra mile, and they could be in the back of you. Not that I want you all to think like this, but I want you all to think like it too. Not that I want you to think it, but I need you all to think it, okay? Because you never can't be so comfortable in somebody else's space, because you just don't know. All right, so be mindful on the grocery deliveries or even food deliveries. They will tell you, can you come in and put it on the table for me? I can't, I'm in a wheelchair. The closest I can go is your front door, and I want to make sure that I'm not inside of no place like your garage door. You say, come in the garage and put it inside the garage door on the table. I'm like, no, I'm gonna put it in the carport. Why didn't you come outside and grab it if you need it that bad? So things like that, I want you you all to be mindful of. Be careful, guys. Trust nobody out there, especially if you're doing any deliveries early in the morning. For my ladies, my sisters out there, if you're doing deliveries at nighttime, make sure that you're aware that you know your area. Even at the nighttime, be cautious, especially because, you know, everybody, it's dark, so nobody don't know what's going on. So that's all. And by the way, if you all don't have a body cam, or make sure that you all invest in the near future a body cam, so that way you can videotape your stuff. If that's not functioning for you, or that's too much, just pull your phone out. Pull your phone out and start videotaping on the way in when it's dark, or get yourself a dash cam as well, can help you. I just want you all to be cautious, because we're moving into a new year, and a lot of time people say new year, new you. No, it's the same you. So if you weren't cautious last year, you ain't gonna be cautious this year either. So you got to start working towards it. It's supposed to be an improve you, meaning you're getting a little bit better every day, and you're increasing the level of experience as you go. So I'm giving tips to you guys in regards to Shmoney Talk based upon my experience, and the things that I failed at, I don't want you to repeat. Like going up to nobody's house when they're arguing with each other because I thought that I needed my tip that they promised me, and I was gonna get my tip. God forbid, thank God no shots didn't fire or anything, but there was a whole lot of breaking stuff. All right, but I got my tip. I don't want you all to repeat that. Don't ever put yourself in any position that craziness like that is going on, and you just feel like, you know what, I'm going to get it anyway, and I'm going to walk in because nobody's not going to do anything to me. You never know when that stray bullet is going to come across. You never know when that knife is going to be fling out of that door. Don't open people's stuff. When you're delivering for Walmart Spark, if they don't tell you to come inside of their doors, remember I told you all to beware of the dogs, right? So you also got to beware of individuals, because if they don't say drop it off at the front door, I ain't going inside your gate if it's locked. I'm going to put it right where I can see myself, right there by the gate. I'll try to call you though. I'm going to call you, and I'm going to text you and say I'm here. And if you don't respond, that's on you. Your product's going to be right on the side of the street, you know, because I ain't going all the way up in your gate. And some people have high gates and is closed, and you don't know if a dog is in there. You don't know if you're going to be attacked by something. Nobody on the outside can't see you getting attacked. What if you go inside of a gate because you dropping off some products, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go inside here, and nobody can't see, and they clock you inside? Then what? Nobody will know. You think Walmart Spark or DoorDash are gonna be like, hello, I noticed that you're online but you're not responding. They don't care. They'll find another driver. You're just one person out. Be cautious. Don't be no fool out there, okay? If you see a gate and you can't see through that gate, and you got to drop off some products, that product is going right outside in the carport by the gate. I ain't going inside unless the person meet me halfway, okay? Otherwise, it's going to stay on the sidewalk. That's just how it is. These people that purchase on these gig apps, they're too ruthless and wicked too, because if I'm going to spend my money, I'm going to be vigilant of that individual coming to drop off something that I paid for. Okay, so most of the time they order, they're not paying attention, and that's when you have to just leave their food out right there by the gate. Take a picture, make sure you get the number within the food, so that way you could connect both of them together, and then we just go about our way, go about our way. That's how it is. But yeah, be cautious, guys, out there. We're wrapping up the ending in a year, so much to give God thanks for. We made it so far. We're 2 days away from saying not Merry Christmas, from saying Happy New Year. You hear that heathen had to come out. You heard that? The little heathen came out like, no, Merry Christmas over here. We saying Happy New Year. And, just be cautious out there, guys. Make sure that you are staying safe, and that this New Year's, I know a lot of people love a lot of pop, 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 pop. They either pull out their what and do a whole lot of cracker pops outside on the first of the year. Make sure you don't blow nobody's stuff up and blow yourself up. Be very cautious out there. Be safe, guys. We don't need all that. Go to bed. Let somebody else that qualify to lay off all the fireworks, okay, while you enjoy, But that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying these Shmoney Talk videos, on the go conversations that I'm having. I'm comfortable with these type because I'm on the go. I'm always on the go, working here and there, and I think that is needed at this point in time for the majority of you guys that is in the gig economy and just looking for that daily situation. And you may identify or you may not, either or. But I just want you guys to know that Shmoney is out there, money is to be made, and this is one of the easiest way. Even on your fate walk, you can go ahead and make extra money. Nobody ain't telling you not to go make no extra money. Who's gonna tell it to you? Go ahead, get your little extra money. It's reasonable. You may not do no night or early morning, but go ahead. Okay, make it happen. God, sister, say God bless you. Sister Paulette, lots of useful advice and information given. Thank you, sister. I appreciate that. Well, with that, guys, I am done. And we're at 30 minutes, and I want to continue doing, 20 to 30 minutes tips of the day for right now, so that way you guys can enjoy the video. I don't like that hour. After I see a video and I have an hour or 2, 4 or 5 hours, I'm exhausted. I'm like, well, I guess I'll give you a like, but I don't know if I'm gonna listen to that whole thing. Sometimes you don't have no time. I'm always on the go. So even if you don't see me on your lives, I'll go back and either like or comment, or I'll go read, depending on what it is your topic is, I'll go listen to it. I support. You may not see me up in your comments or see me on your live. That don't mean that I do not support everyone that I'm subscribed to. I still go and show some love, but I be busy, so I can't burn up my data. I can't do it. It's not gonna happen. Alrighty. But anyway, guys, I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces. Thank you for stopping by, and a shout out to all of my moderators out there. I know we tried this for like 4 to 5 different attempts, and we finally on here. So Sister Brown, keep me in prayers, okay? I pray for you, you pray for me, because I don't know tomorrow what else is going to give me. Probably going to throw me another curveball. You never know. But this video that I've been posting for the longest is very irritating. I just want y'all to know. So bear with me. I still have a video out there that's muted, and I posted it and let you all know, hey, this video is mute for 20 minutes. But I still have it up there because, that video got a lot of support, actually, and we're still trying to get it together before the end of the year. Okay. All righty then. Love y'all. Deuces. Bye-bye, babies. Biddy goody. I love you.